Canyon of the Gunnison. This is number 22 for national parks, and it's a gray day at the Black Canyon. I think the first time, it's a day of firsts, the first time it's been so cloudy. Usually I have blue skies, and second, there's a line. Even when I went to Zion, Bryce, all those places, never had a line, not like this. So probably someone arguing with the park rangers about how, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's usually someone like that. It's like, dude, get a pass, pay online, look up the information. There are websites with, lo and behold, all the information you need to know about everything in the entire world. Anyway, so there's people coming from other places. The car in front of me is from Ohio. There's another guy from another state. I got Texas plates. We're in Colorado. Those people are Colorado. Let's see. So yeah, so it's noon. And it's about 61 degrees, feels really nice. And it's California, feels really nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna go park up in my campsite. Hopefully it's empty now. Usually it doesn't open, these campsites, each spot doesn't open till like 2. So I'll go park up and then plug in and go do the hike around the South Rim. And I'll probably spend a couple hours here. I'm not going to stay here tonight. I think the weather's already getting kind of bad, so I'm just going to get as far east as I can toward Rocky Mountain. If I end up in, like, I don't know, Breckenridge or something, that's fine, as long as I'm within 2 hours of the park. I do have a campsite tonight at Rocky Mountain, so even if I get there super early tomorrow morning, I can just go to that campsite that I had today. I don't think I'll get there tonight. I really don't like driving at night. Actually, I'm becoming one of those people. So I'm going to do that, and then tomorrow morning I have a timed entry for the main Bear Creek Road, which just opened on Saturday, even though I think it's actually not going to snow. It's just going to be super windy tomorrow. So I'm going to, the timed entry is 10 a.m. to noon. And then when I'm done there, I have another campsite at Rocky Mountain, but I also have an Airbnb in Manitou Springs, which is 10 minutes away from the Pike Peak Cog Railway, which I'll be taking on Tuesday, which is super exciting. When I climbed Manitou Incline last year, I could see they were still renovating it, so it'll be super fun to go and do another train. It's only a 2-hour round trip with, I think, 45 minutes at the top, so that'll be fun. Yeah, good day. I'm a lot more awake today than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was just kind of tired. It was just a long day, but it's super fun at Durango. Telluride was cute. I'll definitely go back there and actually do some more things. So that's good to look forward to. And yeah, just kind of babbling while I'm in line here. Alrighty, I'm in. The first thing I'm doing is the 7-mile, I think it's one-way 7-mile scenic route. This road is horrible. You know, this is a national park. I am not sure why it's a national park. I'll probably have to read up on it. It's one of the kind of like less visited national parks. I think there's one that's even more less visited. I think it's like the Cascades or something. I don't know. There's one that's like everyone that goes to it says no one ever goes here. So there's a hiking trail. Okay, so I'm going to do a hike today. Rainy day hike. Horrible road. It should be called just like Puncture Your Tires National Park. No, it's good. You know, America is so diverse in everything that happens in this country, like just with everything. Oh, there's visitor center, that's busy. So anyway, so yeah, it's super diverse in terrain and all that stuff. And oh, okay, never mind, there's things to see. This is the visitor center. This car is parked illegally. That's so dangerous. Totally judging. There's people hiking. It's really busy today. This is more busy than I care for it to be. Van lifers and nowhere to park. I'm not going to spend the whole day looking for parking. I have a campsite, so I'm sure I could probably just hike over to this area. I think it's on the hike. I looked at the map. So not parking, don't need to go to the visitor center. Technically I could park in disabled parking, but I won't, because I'm gonna be nice. That person's got like 7 mountain bikes. That's one mountain bike less than you actually should have. You should have much more than that. So Okay, no parking here. Visitor center, people, vans. That's a cool van, factory built. And that's it. So I'm gonna go. Keep going. Come back later. To going to a national park on a holiday is that you get a lot of people. So I went to one overlook. I'm here for a hike. I can see enough views on my hike when I do the hike, so I'm just going to finish driving the scenic route, and then it's actually kind of cold, which is good. So glad it's cold, but yeah, it's really beautiful, kind of like the Rio Grande Gorge, just like different rock, and lots of little overlooks. So the front of the park is packed with people, and the back of the park here is a little less packed. So there's only one campsite with campground with 3 different campsites, probably about 15 spots for each one. So it'll be good. I'm gonna hook up. I may cook lunch after my hike since I'll have electricity, so that's good. This is beautiful. Of course, you're just seeing my face, which is beautiful. No, just kidding. I'm all right. So yeah, I just, the whole like having to park and unpark and park and unpark, it's just a little bit much with the van. So thankfully I have a campsite, so I can just park there. So yeah, finish up this, do a quick hike, and yeah, and then I think probably I'll be out of here by 4. It's already like noon 30. So there you go. So pretty. It really is pretty. Just too many people. Okay, this is 1,000 times better than the 7 billion people that were up at all the lookouts. So this is me. It just says JT, reservation from tonight to tomorrow. I have electricity, and I had to be on the right side, so I'm parked over here. This is my little spot, and it's pretty close to number 5, which is also reserved, but I'm not going to use my spot. So if they show up, let me see if they're reserved. If they show up, they are welcome to borrow my area. So I'm parked there, and I'm just going to park and do the hike. This is really, really nice. I haven't been in a tent in almost like a year and a half. Oh, there's animals. There's bear lockers. That's the bear locker over there. You can see that's the bear locker. There's toilets right there, which I'm going to use in a minute. Try to avoid using my own toilet as much as possible. Got some flowers, little fire pit. Yeah, so that's cool. So whoever's going to be here, if they want to park or be over here as well, they're welcome to when I leave. So there you go. Sometimes people just do it anyway. So, I'm like, great, thank you, be in my spot without my permission. Anyway, all right, cool. Okay, let's use the loo, get my shoes on, and go for a hike. Okay, so this is my debacle of parking. So I have the Jackery plugged in to the 2 lights that need to charge. I have the fridge plugged into my extension cord that runs under my bed, which is plugged in outside. I have my MiFi booster plugged in. my two Renogy battery chargers, which are like, I don't know, 20,000 amp hours or something ridiculous like that. So those are plugged in. One's plugged into the other one because I only have 3 USBs, and I do need a bigger power source. So the 500 watt Jackery is just not doing it for me. Got too many cords. So anyway, so yeah, so this will just charge for a few hours while I hike, and then maybe my neighbors will be here when I get here, and I'll say hi and bye. So anyway, I can also, if I want to, use my what is it, my little fancy hair thing, my hair straightener, or just put a hat on. So I think I'll just put a hat on. Okay, cool. So I am off for a hike now. It looks like it was going to start raining. So over here, I do need to just quickly cover this hole up, although I do trust my friend. I have not been in the van when it rained, so I need to just make sure that this is not going to do anything like leak on me. So I'm just going to put a little plastic bag around it with some masking tape, just to make sure in case it rains while I'm on my hike, and then just test it, and then later we can like reinforce it. So okay, yeah, good thing I have a plug, so there's no sun today. So it's a good thing I didn't stop at all those points, all that traffic, because I'm going to hike it anyway. So I'm going to go from here, South Rim Campground, all the way up to Tamichi Point, where I was just at, over to Gunnison Point, Oak Flat Loop Trail, and then back down. So that's 1, 2, 5 miles back, just over 5 miles. Trail is moderate and difficult. Challenge accepted. Cool. Really awesome. So glad I'm doing a hike. It's been a couple days since I've done anything except just like park and jump and run and all that stuff. So here we go. I've been in Colorado for 3 days and I still haven't found a Colorado hat. I'm wearing a Paladuro shirt and a New Mexico hat. I just don't like the ones that have the C on it. Sorry, Colorado, but your flag looks like the Comedy Central logo. And I worked for Comedy Central for a couple years doing, I don't know, like websites and things for like Futurama and some other TV shows. I don't know, there was one, it was like about a bunch of like computer nerds. It was pretty fun. Anyway, so I gave away my spot to the family next to me if they want to expand. This is the Rimrock Trail. I'll do that right now. It's my map. I'm a paper map person because I have no cell reception. So glad I have a printer. I don't think that's my alarm. Okay, so let's do this. 5 miles. Take me just over an hour, and I'm so happy I'm doing a hike. It's really nice. It's kind of about 54 degrees right now. It may rain, but that's fine. I'll tell you, either I'm super hungry or what, but all I see is steak. You ever see the meme that's got like the cliff and it says, all I see is prime rib? All I see is prime rib. This is beautiful. This is much better than being in my frickin' van on the main road. If you want to hike in the backcountry from this point onwards, which is right near the visitor center on the Tamichi Trail, you'll need a wilderness permit. So you get those from the main office. I think you just get them same day. I don't think you have to book online, but that's for the backcountry. So that's going all the way down into that cavernous ravine. So I guess they just don't want, like, you know, your average Joe just kind of walking down there, then having to get life flipped out. So you don't want to do that. By the way, don't fly drones in national parks. Now, that one couple that was like, we're boycotting all the national parks because we didn't know. I'm like, dude, you know. What more do you need to say? Also, don't light fires, ride bikes, or bring your dog. This is a visitor center right here, and there's a pathway down there to Gunnison Point, and then they have what's considered a hard hike this way. So this is 2 miles, and it links back around to the Uplands Trail, which is right here. And so I'm going to do that right now. So there we go. So here's my travel advice for Black Canyon of Gunnison. If you just drive to like the 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scenic outlooks or overlooks, and that's all you do, the park is very underwhelming. If you end up doing the 5-mile hike, it's absolutely freaking gorgeous. And I'm the only one on the trail. Once I got off the Tamichi Trail, where people can have their dogs, and got onto the trail where no one can have their dogs, it's just so beautiful. Now I'm on kind of the like the plains area, before I got to hike all the way over to the other side, right on the cliff edge, as you saw. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is why I like to get out of my car and stay away from the people and go do a hike or mountain bike. And there are people that go to national parks and all they do is take a picture at the front entrance, and they're like, travel people or whatever, and they go, oh, it's just underwhelming, there's really not much to see. It's like, yes, there is. This is beautiful. I mean, it's a little cloudy, but I've already hiked almost 3 miles, and coming up to about an hour. There's some switchbacks and other stuff, and it's gorgeous. It's just get out of your car and do a hike. And this is very accessible, even if you have mobility issues and stuff. It's really not that difficult. It's you can go pretty slow, you can go as fast as you want. This would be a really good trail run. So just get out of your car. If you go all the way to a national park, this one is a pretty hard one to get to. I mean, it's kind of out of the way. There's no cell reception. It's probably about 45 minutes from the nearest town, and not a lot here. Just one little campground. But this is a really pretty hike, and it's very overgrown. I think I just swallowed a fly. Excuse me. It's pretty overgrown, which is beautiful. And just beware if you're allergic to wasps. I did see a wasp. They never bite me or sting me or whatever they do. I don't know what they do because they've never done it to me before. Yeah, just super gorgeous. And, Black Canyon of the Gunnison, you're a decent park. I don't think I would come back. If I do, I'll come back with Harriette and do this hike because it's pretty kid friendly. But I will say the Mesa Verde was really, really beautiful. Black Canyon of the Gunnison is really pretty. This hike is gorgeous, and it's starting to rain. And yeah, I've got probably about a mile to go. Go back to Prudence, grab a snack, and then I'm just going to try to get out of here as far as I can on the I-70 toward Rocky Mountain National Park. I don't think it's going to snow there. It is going to be 19 degrees low and 30 high tomorrow. And I do plan on doing a hike there. I've got my bear spray, got my bear bell, got my warm boots. And if I can get to the campsite tonight, that would be great. There's no electricity at the campsite, but I should be fully charged up by the time I get there. So yeah, if not, I'll get up super early tomorrow. I'll just stay on BLM land, and then tomorrow morning get up super early, get to Rocky Mountain National Park, park up at my campsite, and then do the Bear Creek Road. So yeah, so I'm super fit, but I'm panting because my nose is running, and I'm at 8,000 feet, and I also have deathly low vitamin D, which I don't go in the sun, but I also have just my body just doesn't absorb vitamin D. So I forgot my vitamin D capsules. So I'm trying to eat salads every day, eat some leafy greens, but I need to eat herrings or something. So see these people stop. They're going to stop. Okay, thank you. You're supposed to stop. Okay, keep going. It's like busted. Just kidding. Perfect timing. I just got back to Prudence. It just started raining really badly. So, all right, cool. There's an RV over there. That's funny to see. And there's my spot, and no one else is here yet. So it's raining. It's raining. It's raining, and I'm out of here.